What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We got another Carx Street update for PC. Let's get into it. Let's go. All right, I know I'm a little bit late on this. There's a couple of days that passed. We had two different updates. We had one where they introduced a demo version or a beta version of a new handling model for the game, and they're looking for community feedback. So we're going to test that today on the video. And then 2 days later, they put out another update, 1.0.6, which has a couple of neat things in there, some quality of life changes, and then a couple of little things that I think are important to the game. So let's just go over that first, and then we'll get into testing this new tire model. So you probably have seen it already, so I'm not going to spend a ton of time going through each one of these. It's been a few days, like I said, but they added a couple of new languages, German and French. They increased the rewards for the elite races, which, by the way, I think is probably the most important change in this update, and they expanded the account level range. Again, that's probably the two most important things in this update. So new account level and elite races pay a little bit more. They fixed a few car models. You can see them listed here on screen, and then they fixed some, like, minor visual bugs like the gaps between the hub and the rim. Those are fixed now. They removed the camera shaking in photo mode, and then they fixed all of the pilot animations. There were some bugs, some issues with the character animations while you were in the cockpit view. And then, of course, class displayed now in tuning. So basically, when you're tuning, your class wasn't displayed on the screen anywhere, and that's super important because as you tune the car, you need to see what it's affecting and what it's changing. So that's just the basic rundown for the 1.0.6 update. Again, the most important thing here are the gameplay changes. You've got elite races paying more, and you've got the expanded account level range. So anyway, that is a really good thing. But what's interesting to me now is how are these cars handling? Because the handling model really wasn't received that well by the general player. I know if you're a big fan of Carx Drift Racing Online, this handling model might have felt really, comfortable or similar to, Carx Drift, even though obviously it's a lot different. But it might be just, you're familiar with the world, you're a fan of the game, and because of that, you're not really that put off by the handling model. I actually am a fan of arcade racing handling, and so this handling didn't really feel that bad. I thought the cars maybe were a little bit too drifty. It was really easy to break the tires loose a lot, and especially when you were downshifting or braking going into corners, you really had to brake in a straight line and then coast your way into the apex and then accelerate out. And even when you were accelerating out, sometimes you would break the back end loose. So anyways, let's get into this. I just want to race a couple of races. We're going to see exactly how this feels. If it feels different, if it feels the same. Obviously, they made some changes. And basically what they're claiming they did was they improved the drift and grip handling, and they improved the car handling simulation. So hopefully it feels a little bit better. Let's go ahead and drive over to the gas station real quick and make sure that we have our Racing Plus tires on. Those are the best tires, in my opinion, in terms of racing. And I highly recommend using those whenever possible. You've got the money, it is worth it. Even on some of the lower class cars, the Racing Plus tires made the game feel a lot better. So what I'll do is I'll do a test with the Racing Plus, and then we'll take the Racing Plus off, and we will see. Don't even have them installed. This is an older car. Anyways, let's put these on, and then we'll do a race, and we'll drop the tire level down to just the regular tires and see how this thing feels. Oh, a lot of control actually when downshifting and braking. Now, we always did have that with the Racing Plus tires, but I can feel it even more. I'm used to just going super hard on the downshifting, and I really don't even need to anymore. It seems like that issue has been fixed. Now, under throttle, yeah, look, it feels like the braking is better. I know that's not part of the handling model, but because the tires were so loose, it felt really bad to brake. Let's see how this feels going into this sort of not so sharp corner. See how the back end doesn't slide out? It's actually pretty nice. That feels so much better, to be honest with you. I still think there might be an improvements to be made, but overall, Not bad at all. This actually feels really good. Let's see if we can get the back end to break loose here. Nope. Downshifting, full braking, back end didn't break loose at all. I'm really curious what that feels like with the lower quality tires, but with these Racing Plus tires, actually feels pretty decent. The car feels pretty gripped to the road, man. Not bad. I will say this, the understeer at high speeds is still there. Like, dude, braking, look, the car doesn't want to break loose. It's very controlled under braking. That's not bad, man. Not bad at all. That's actually a pretty good change. I'm happy with the way that felt right off the bat. All right, let's switch over to a lower quality tire and then we'll try another race. So let's go with just the regular street, not even street plus. Actually, since we're on Racing Plus, let's try street plus. Let's just see what this feels like here. And hopefully we can find a race with some turns. All right, so far on these straights, it feels very similar. Not bad there. Heavy braking and turning. Still could barely get the back end to break loose. Not bad, dude. The car, oh my God, it's understeering so bad right now. Holy moly, the understeer, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. The car does not want to turn at all. Oh my gosh, dude. All right, since we can't replay, dude, it doesn't want to turn. It doesn't want to turn in. Oh my God. That feels terrible with these tires. Anyway, since we can't replay the races, we need to quit out before the end of this race, and we'll do it again with the better tires and just see how it feels again and see if that understeer is a product of the tires or if we have to, yeah. Oh my God, dude. Apparently you can't do it again even if you don't finish it. Or what is, I didn't even get rewards from it. If you start the race, that's it. No more after that. No more. All right, man. All right, here we go. See how this first turn feels with the new tires. Oh yeah, dude. It's definitely a product of the tires. Holy moly. That's how they're controlling your speed and tuning these tires. They're tuning it with okay. They're tuning it with understeer. And honestly, I don't even know if, like, it doesn't feel like the tires are slipping with those terrible tires. Like, usually understeer is a product of less grip in the front. When you don't have enough grip in the front of your car, the front wheels will start to slide a little bit and you just understeer the corner. That's usually what happens. But in this case, it feels like they're limiting your turning, like, diameter, or not diameter, but your turning ratio, the sharpness of your, I don't even know what I'm saying. The sharpness of your turning. That's what it feels like it's tuning. That's incredible, man. I don't even know if I like that, to be honest with you. I think the tires need to be tuned some other way using grip as opposed to that. I'm not confirming that that's what's happening. It could just be grip, but you can see the wheels. If we go back to the replay of when I was understeering those corners, you can see the wheels. They're like barely turned, and I'm doing like second gear, 80, 90 miles an hour, like nothing. And though it just wasn't turning. I don't know if I like that. I think if you're going slow enough, you should be able to turn the car in. It shouldn't be an issue. And maybe you don't have enough grip, but I mean, at least the animation of the wheel should be, fully locked. I feel like they're changing the amount of wheel lock that you have based on the speed that you're driving, and it is crazy. Like, I feel like that needs an adjustment somehow because the car just doesn't feel like it wants to turn with those tires. I highly recommend running Racing Plus tires. They just really help a lot, make you, take corners a lot faster, a lot, tighter. But yeah, that's a little bit frustrating, to be honest with you. But anyways, I think everyone should be on Racing Plus tires, and the Racing Plus tires do feel really, really good compared to what they felt like in the base game. It feels like they're turning in better. It feels like the control is there, and I feel like that's what they adjusted on all the tires. I think the amount of grip that you have, especially in braking and in cornering, it feels like it's much improved, which is a welcome change. But man, on those base tires, those base model tires, you're just understeering like crazy. So I'm not really sure if I like that or not. But anyways, try it out for yourself and let me know what you think in the comments. How much of an improvement do you think this is, or do you think it's not an improvement? I'm very interested to see what the Carx community has to say. And if you don't know how to try it, you can just go to Steam, right click on the game, go to properties, and go to betas, and switch it over to the public test for this handling model, and then you'll have a little update, and then you'll be able to play the game. So, and then don't worry, you'll be able to switch it back at any moment, so no worries there. Anyways, guys, that's it for this one. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Trigger out.